Texas Tech Red Raiders. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Washington Huskies taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it back looking for help. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Offense getting set for first down. They'll ride Davis here. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They think there's room to run to the right here. And the Red Raiders are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Stopped after making the catch. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Back to pass, it's Strong. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
And you can see the defensive coordinator so upset after that play because everybody on his side is thinking it's going to be a run on 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the 50, but you need guys in the back end to just step up in that situation. If they throw the football, someone's got to make a play. You couldn't get it done, and now you've got 1st and goal in your own end.
Pushes ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Line gets set, first down. Using his legs, it's Washington. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Duggan. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Washington right back to the line.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkill. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense set for a first down play. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move him back. On first down, here comes this offense. To the air, it's Duggan. They've got the screen set up. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Washington.
With the carry.
Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking for a man. It's Strong. He slings it deep to the left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Intercepted.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quick pass on the fly motion. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Duggan. Setting up the screen. At the 35, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
Looking for space. It's Washington. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Washington wants to go quickly.
And that's good enough for first down.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Huskies are on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'll run the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on, and just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Yes, they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Dropping back, it's Strong. Gets it out quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The back goes in motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's going for it all. And he makes the catch at the 25. Touchdown, Red Raiders. What a grab and go for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, you keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to West Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Dances away. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Now on second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Working that left side now. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Huskies.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Will take over. First and 10.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to Davis. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Strong. He lofts one down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Red Raiders will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
To the ground with the back. On the move at the 30. The expressway is wide open. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it down first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for this offense. They'll go to the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Washington right back to the line. They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And here's the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Here's the handoff. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to pass. It's strong. Throws to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Huskies! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Catch in the middle, it's West. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Back to throw, it's strong. Fires to the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Feeling some heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
30 short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Washington wants to go quickly.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. At the 45, on its way. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, give on the inside. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Washington 28, Texas Tech 14.
second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the tailback. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Washington coming to the line with another first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On the option. He'll toss it. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. They still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over the Sharks. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff.
He's got another 25. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Huskies. And the pummeling has started. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
38, Texas Tech, 14.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Took a chance on that return, and it did not pay off as he's out of bounds at the 10. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dropping back, it's Strong. That one comes out hot down the right side. And that makes 5 interceptions.